French is a hard language, but how did I learn that?
Hi everyone, I'm Hannah and here's my YouTube channel. Bonjour à tous, je m'appelle Anane et ici est mon chaîne de YouTube. Dans cette chaîne, nous voulons apprendre la langue française facilement et avec une méthode différente. Si vous êtes intéressé, n'oubliez pas de souscrire à, n'oubliez pas de souscrire à mon chaîne de YouTube. Aujourd'hui, je vais vous raconter l'histoire de mon apprentissage de la langue française. C'est quoi le procès? Est-ce que c'est un procès difficile ou facile? How was the process? Was it hard or was it easy? Well, today we are going to know that. So take a brief break, come back, and listen to the story of my French language. Before I continue, I insist that in this channel, I'm going to teach you the French language simultaneously with the English language. I mean, I'm going to tell you some points in English and the equivalent of them in French. So if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share the videos of this channel with your friends who are interested in learning the French language. Okay, let's go to my story. I studied English literature at university and I was so interested in art. So when I went to university and learned a lot of things about English literature, I understood that I know nothing about the Western culture, especially the culture of France, which is so necessary for someone who studies literature and someone who is so interested in arts. I was also an art student at that time, and I was planning to study art for my master's and my PhD. So I started learning French when I was 22, I guess. At first, like any other language, it was very hard. I couldn't pronounce the R sound or O or O because they were so special and they were specified to the French language. I had very, very good teachers who helped me in the process, first of all. And second, the French language has many similar words, both in French, both has many similar words with the English language. Just the pronunciation changes at many times. That makes the French language easier to understand and comprehend. The second reason, which made the process easier for me, was the similarities between the French language and the English language. Third was practice. I practiced a lot. I listened to French podcasts, I listened to French music, and I listened to many audios from the French language. I also had notebooks in which I started writing sentences, phrases, and small paragraphs in French. That made my French learning too. Beside the study books that I had at the institute I used to go, I read storybooks and also some books which had many grammar exercises and vocabulary exercises. Those exercises helped me a lot. I have one very important tip for you. Never, never, never be hard on yourself in the process of language learning. Give yourself time and chance to make mistakes. Mistakes are one essential part of each language learning process. So don't be harsh on yourself. Just give yourself time and courage to talk, and to write and to produce in the new language you're learning, especially French. When you give yourself these chances, the process would be much easier. Besides, find friends who can help you in the process. I had many friends of that type. I had many friends who studied English like me and were interested in the French language. So when we went to classes together, sometimes after classes we had discussions in French and we talked to each other in French, we text each other in French. That helped me a lot too. I finished the process of learning French in 3 years. After 3 years, I got my DELF B1. And after 4 years, I got my DELF B2. And I was so good. Still, I'm learning the French language and I'm planning to get my C1, which is harder. But I am going to do that because I love the French language. Whatever I have learned in different institutes and classes, I'm going to teach you. So, this is a kind of practiced way, and that's why I say my the YouTube is different from other Shen other channels, because I am taking you through the way I have been taken. So I think that's gonna work for you. I'm not a French speaker. Je ne suis pas un francophone. I'm an English speaker, and of course, English is my second language, and French is my third language, and German is my first language. I can speak four languages, but I love them all. And I have gone through different ways to be here. So, and I have tried different methods in order to be a great learner. And I'm going to teach those ways to you too. So, guys, don't be harsh on yourself. Give yourself time to learn and never, never quit. You might think that the French language is hard, but it's not hard. It's so easy if you take it easy. That's a good point. So the French language is easy if you take it easy. Don't think that saying French numbers is hard or French grammar is hard. That's not hard. That's so easy. It depends on how you are taught to say those grammatical structures or those numbers. So be with me in this channel and accompany me in the process of teaching the French language. Okay, so, anyways, that took me about 4 years. After those 4 years, when I got my DELF 2, I started teaching French to different people. I started with teaching to my friends, and then I started having private classes with students who were interested to learn French. And that helped me a lot too, because teaching French was very different from teaching English. And that's why I'm telling you that teaching was a big help too. Right now that I am teaching you the French language, I have gone through all these years and all these ways, and I'm standing here with all that confidence, and I talk to you in French confidently because I think that all that way has built a good French teacher. Donc, je pense que vous pouvez faire ça avec un peu de persistance et confiance à vous-même. So, n'oubliez pas de... So, donc, n'oubliez pas de, d'essayer, n'oubliez pas d'essayer et pratiquer et communiquer en français pour augmenter votre langue, votre parole et votre écriture de la langue française. Merci pour vous revoir cette vidéo. Je m'appelle Anane et je suis enseignante de l'anglais et de français. Dans cette vidéo, je vous raconter l'histoire de mon apprentissage de la langue française. Si vous êtes intéressé, je veux être très heureux de vous si vous envoyez cette vidéo à vos amis et aimez cette vidéo. Au revoir, à tout à l'heure, à tout à l'heure.